Good morning, dear students. Now, today we are going to learn Geography chapter number 4, Air Pressure. So, have you tried the activity that shows air has weight given on page 16 of your science textbook? You just see there in your science textbook, page number 16, air has a weight. So, now geographical explanation. During the activity, you saw that the balance tipped on the side of the full blown balloon. This shows that the air has weight. Anything that has weight exerts pressure on the thing that lies below it. Thus, the air in the atmosphere exerts pressure on the surface of the earth due to the air pressure. So, various phenomena like storms, precipitation occur in the atmosphere. There are variations in air pressure. So, the air in the atmosphere exerts pressure on the surface of the earth. Due to the air pressure, various phenomena like storms, precipitation, etc. occur in the atmosphere. So, there are variations in the air pressure. Air pressure is not uniform on all places on the Earth's surface. It keeps on changing from time to time. The altitude of region, temperature of the air, and the amount of water vapor in the air are some factors influencing air pressure. Okay. Now, altitude of the region and air pressure. The proportion of dust in the air, water vapor, heavy gases, etc. is higher in the air closer to the surface of the earth. This proportion decreases with increasing altitude. Okay. Now, as one moves higher and higher from the surface of the earth, so the air becomes thinner and thinner. So, as a result, the air pressure decreases with the increasing altitude. That is the reason behind that one moves higher and higher from the surface of the earth. So, that's why the air becomes thinner and thinner. Now, temperature and air pressure. So, temperature and air pressure are closely related. Interrelation between temperature and air pressure. So, whenever the temperature is high, remember most important things. Whenever the temperature is high, the air pressure is low. It means that the temperature is high, so the air pressure always low. As the temperature rises, the air gets heated, so expands and becomes lighter. This lighter air in the vicinity of the Earth's surface starts moving upward the sky. So as a result, the air pressure in such areas decreases. Now, temperature zones and pressure belts. You just see here, try this. Take a flying lantern. So, activity for you given here. Take a flying lantern, tie an approximately 5-meter long thread to the flying lantern so that you can bring the lantern down whenever required. So, after carefully reading the instructions given on the package of the lantern, open it and light the candle placed in it. So, observe what happens. Exactly what happens there after that. Okay, so after some time, bring the lantern down with the help of the thread and put off the candle. Now, here is given activity figure 4.1, the experiment of the flying lanterns. So, experiment given here, you do that experiment. Okay, now so temperature zones and pressure belts. Most next important points, temperature zones and pressure belts. Temperature zones and pressure belts are interrelated to each other. The latitudinal extent of the temperature zones is much larger while that of pressure belts is narrower. The uneven distribution of temperature influences the distribution of air pressure too. So this leads to the formation of low and high pressure belts horizontally between the equator and the poles. Now observe figure 4.2 A and B. Here is given and answer the following questions. So now here is given first A temperature zones and second pressure belts and planetary winds. You just see here frigid zone, after that temperate zone, so middle in the equator, torrid zone, temperature zone and frigid zone. So here is given 60 degree to 30 minutes south, 90 degree south pole, then 23 degree to 30 minutes south, 0 degree equator, so 23 degree 30 minute north, 66 degree to 30 minute north, that is the frigid zone, 90 degree north pole. Okay, and now pole high pressure belt, second pressure belts and planetary winds. So here is given polar high pressure belt, polar winds, subpolar low pressure belt 65 degree to 55 degree, mid latitudinal high air pressure belt 55 degree, so 35 degree to 25 degree stellites, equatorial low pressure belt 5 degree to 5 degree, mid latitudinal high pressure belt 35 degree to 25 degree westerlies, and subpolar low pressure belt 55 degree to 65 degree polar pressure belt. Now comparison between two figures A and B. So temperature zone and pressure belts and planetary winds. So observe figure 4.2 A and B and answer the following questions. So first question, which pressure belt is mainly found in the tropics? Now tropic area is that. Second, with the which pressure belt are the polar wind associated? Now observe the figure A and B and answer the following given questions here. Okay.